In this tutorial, I will show you how to add custom events or custom dates to our A1484V desk pad calendar. Remember, we do not offer that option in our 1484 nor our A448. What is so grand about custom events or dates is it is a wonderful way to keep your customers engaged or informed about your business for upcoming events. Also, it is great for keeping your employees up to date. And just a couple of examples, if you have a new product rollout for your customers that you want them to be a part of, or you want to receive their feedback. If it's just a reminder, ask for your sample so that we can get feedback on our new performance for our product that we have introduced into the market. Maybe it's a trade show that you want your customers to be sure to attend. Maybe it's a conference that you want your customers to attend. As for employees, maybe it is benefit enrollment when that begins. Maybe it is performance reviews when those begin. Or maybe it's just that employee slash family fun day that you set aside for Employee Appreciation Day. Regardless, whatever the event is that you need to share, once you choose your template that you want to design from our library, this is where you will come. So this is the default look. Begins in the month of January. The tab open is the text. And when you get ready to add your custom dates, you can go about this in two different ways. So let's say that I have a trade show that I know is going to take place in Dallas, Texas on September 11th. Or at least that's the first day. Trade shows usually are a little longer than one day. So I'm going to click on the tab, the month tab that I want to add my custom date. I can do this two ways. I can double click the date, square itself. I know I'm working in the 11th. I'm going to click this plus add. It brings in this date line for text. I'm going to highlight that, delete sample event, and I'm going to type in whatever it is that I want to be sure to share with my customers. And I just put trade show Dallas, Texas. Now, if that's all I want to do, I'm going to click this save button. If I want to highlight this date block just as to grab their attention a little more and say, hey, we have something that's going on we want you to be a part of, then I can click on this square underneath where it says background, and I'm just going to click a little light color and then click OK. So now that gives them a little more something to catch their attention, so they're sure not to miss it. I'm going to click Save. Now, let's undo that, and I'll show you how to do it. And I'm gonna delete this, and we're going to start with nothing in this event date by doing this. I can click the red X. It's going to ask me if I'm sure I want to delete it. I'm going to click OK, and then I'm going to go over here and click this. But then I'm going to click. You can either click here, open this up, and click here, which means no color, and click OK. Or you can actually do it here, whichever is easiest for you. Don't forget to click Save. So now you'll notice we have nothing here. Now, I want to do it from this side, from the Events tab. So I'm going to click on the Events tab, make sure that your events is toggled with your mouse or pointer. I'm going to, and we're already on September 11th, 2022, but here is how we toggle from month to month, obviously with just the arrows. I'm going to choose September 11th. This was already in there. This would pop up though, however, this is special event. You just highlight, delete that out, and I'm going to put Trade Show, Dallas, Texas. And I'm going to click Add. So now we have that Trade Show, Dallas, Texas. Now, if I want to add color from here, or if I want to add an icon from here, I'm going to click this pencil, and you'll see the little pop-up Edit Event. I'm going to click on that. You can see that it opens up the date block, and I'm going to click on the color block from here. I'm going to choose my color. I'm going to click OK. I'm going to add an icon. I'm going to save this. Oops, that's not the correct icon. So I'm going to double click this, and I'm going to remove icon. I'm going to hit the little trash can. It takes it out. I'm going to click Save. Now, let's say in August, let's see, September, August, let's say July, that I want to remind my customers that we have a trade show coming up on September the 11th in Dallas, Texas, and we want to give them access by a QR code where they can get their tickets or just download their tickets into their wallet. So I'm going to say on July the 27th, when they scan this QR code, they can download tickets into their wallet to attend that trade show that we want them to be sure to attend, because we want to show them our new products for the year. So our tool has been updated to include a QR code that you can create within the designer tool, as opposed to previously you had to create that code, that QR code, outside of our tool, upload it as an image, and then drag it over on the date that you wanted your customers or your employees to be able to scan that QR code to obtain tickets or whatever it is that you wanted that to lead them to. So I'm going to show you real quick how to generate that QR code within our tool, which is a little different and it's updated. So very easy to do. So I'm going to come over on, we said we were going to add a QR code on the 27th. So I'm going to come over on QR code. I'm going to click that. Now I have already created one for our website. We'll create another one for excuse me, let's see, let's do trade show tickets. We have to name it first, and then we're going to go, we're going to use a URL, and just for lack of the fact of not having access to where a trade show is going on at the moment, I'm just going to again use our URL. I'm sure it would be a website where tickets are generated for events. But anyways, we're going to copy this here. I already have it. I'm going to click Submit. You'll see the same thing. It's going to load it up, except it has a different name, but it's going to lead you to the same. Anyway, so I'm going to click on this. I'm going to drag it over. And we're going to grab a handle. We're going to size it in such that it fits in the block on the date of the event. I'm going to leave that right there. I'm going to add text. I'm going to add body text. And I'm going to say scan for trade show tickets. Now that gave me 2 lines, which I don't want, so I'm going to click off. I'm going to click back on. I'm going to drag this handle so that it pops it in 1 line. I'm going to change the size of the font so it'll fit in the square. Then I'm going to resize this back down. I'm going to drag this down here in this date block. And we're going to make it look all nice and neat. We're going to position it where it needs to be. We're going to leave that be, and we're going to once you get finished, obviously, you're going to click continue, and that's going to make your changes. But then you can click to the next month, August, go back to July. You can see that that is still there. So that's how you create you a QR code, drop it on your calendar. Oh, also, let me say that this QR code can be placed anywhere. It can be part of your ad. It can be a scan to go directly to your website. It can be any kind of events, whatever you want to share with your customers or employees for that matter, can be placed either on the date blocks, within the date blocks, or within your ad. Should you want to make that date block to be a little more eye-catching for your customers or your employees, you can always add color, and I'll show you how to do that real quick. You can, when you're working on this date block or within the event that we just created, we can come up here to this tab and we can say add, edit events. We can, if you wanted to add text, you could do it here as well. I just clicked the text box and drag it over, but you can certainly do it here as well. That's an option. I don't want to do that because I already have it in there, so we're not going to put that in there. If I wanted to add an icon, we could add an icon. Maybe it's an ice cream fun party for your employees and their family. If I want to take that off, we're just going to go back to add, edit events. We're going to remove icon, gone, done. We're going to click save, and there we go. For the color, we're going to click color. We're going to say we just wanted a nice little blue, and we're going to say okay, and it colors in the square. So we have that all squared away. To remove the color, I can go back here and just click the slash through the box, which means no color. Click OK again, and it removes it. So you can design this any way you want to. It's just wide open for all creativity to come in and make this calendar actually more than just useful for your customers. It's certainly a communication tool between you, your customers, and your employees.